Hello again, welcome back to another daily Buying a Bicycle with Pet Ants. It's recording, good. I always have to check, because like, there's been times when I didn't record, or didn't record, I didn't stream. Okay, that got updated, that's cool. Never mind. We're doing a daily today. Yep, today is the, what day is it today? The 23rd, I was thinking it was the 23rd of, I'm blanking here. 23rd of October, that's it. We got a little over a week before Halloween, so yeah. This will come out on the, oh my god, 24th of November. So hello, 24th of November out there. It is, yeah, it's in the morning. Early morning, well, late morning, mid-morning, right now. Can't get to that. I don't want Harlequin baby, so. Yeah, I had a pretty good rest, even though I got up to like 6:30 or something. I didn't feel like I got enough sleep, but I couldn't go back to sleep because I think it was one cold. Well, not cold, but I had the window open. Of course, because it's becoming colder out, it's becoming drier, so I think I woke up with my throat being dry because the lack of moisture in the air. So I had to close the window, and then I turned on the stove to, not for heat, but for, what do you call it, I turned it on for boiling some water, that's it. Boiling some water so I can get some moisture in my place. Oh, there's a tenor rock right there, I didn't realize it. Well, we might be able to buy it now. I'll buy a bomb and get it now. Yeah, so. Oh, wait a minute. I was thinking it was a membership thing, membership card. We'll save, I want to like bomb those guys too, might get profit, but then we won't have any more bombs. So, okay, we'll check out in here. We got a bomb return from that. Yep, so, old man winter is coming. It's already starting getting colder out. My heat's been turned on. Which I need to address about like the issue with it being a little too hot in here. But that I don't know if they can fix it because like there's a thermostat that's supposed to turn the temperature up and down. I got it all the way down to where it's supposed to be off and it's not off. I don't want it off. I want it to where I want to turn it off. See, the times when it's a little too warm in here, then turn it back on when it gets, you know, too hot. Or turn it down to a certain temperature. And I figured if I turn it all the way down, even though it's not working, I feel like maybe it's doing something to keep it so it doesn't keep it as hot. I don't know. Or maybe it's just keep shooting heat continuously. I feel like it's still shooting heat continuously because on the temperature gauge, it shows to be past 90 degrees in here. Wait a minute. 1 second here. See if I can reach this cord on my microphone. Oh, I see what's going on. Wow. I lied. I set the setting all the way to 90. It's never gonna get 90 because it's 80 in here. I was looking at the wrong thing, so I must have cranked it all the way up or something. Well, we'll see if it works because I remember doing it last year and it wasn't working. I wonder if we're just blasting the heat in here. Holy Christ. Maybe. Last year it was still blowing a lot of heat despite turning it down. Maybe I'll notice a big difference. Maybe something's up. I don't know. We'll see. All good thing I just looked at it. Because at first I thought, it's over 90 degrees in here? What? But then I was like thinking, it's like, that can't be. I'll be sweating or something. And then I noticed like the little, it's like a little like slider on there on the top of it. It's like, oh yeah, it's already to the right, which is like cranking it all the way up. It's like, oh, okay. We'll see if that works before I do anything else with maintenance. That would have been awkward. They come over, it's like, have you tried turning the temperature down? Because it looks like you got it all the way past 90. Really? Now look at it, it's like, oh, I'll be darned, my fault. Well, we'll see if it works. Because last year I had it turned off, I tried to anyways, and it didn't work, so I don't know. Maybe there's no off. Well, even if I turn all the way down to the 50s, like I would think it would get down to the 50s in here, right? And I tried like other temperatures too, and it didn't feel like it was doing anything last winter. I don't know, we'll see. Kids these days think they just want to be so cold in here. I was talking some months ago about like how I bought a shovel, right? I didn't get a metal shovel instead of a plastic one I got from Target. I got a shovel. And it wasn't necessarily for me to shovel the walks typically because I don't have to. But I do anyways because maintenance, they do a pretty good job with shoveling to a point, but I feel like if I were to shovel it sooner, especially with like a morning snow or something, and early morning snow or it's just sitting there from last night or whatever, I can get out there and shovel it sooner so it doesn't, build up with any ice. People are not patting it down. You can't get as much off, and then when it melts, it refreezes, all that stuff. And plus, it's good exercise too, and I like that. I need to exercise. I need to go exercise today because I haven't been doing it for about a week. I've been super busy. I think I have a way to like exercise. How I can get the schedule. I'll eat like later in the day, of course, and then when I'm not busy and go out and exercise, then I have the energy already in me to do it. Well, there's some energy. And then after I do that, come back and eat. Some days I can't do it, but like, do it that way. Or you just get up super early in the morning, eat, go out for a run or whatever, and eat again before you gotta do other stuff. Yeah, but that would require me to like, let's see. I would have to get up maybe 3 in the morning instead of 5 in the morning, right? Get everything ready, eat, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I think that, well, maybe even 3:30 in the morning is something that I think about because it's like all this stuff I gotta get ready, eat, and then I would have to let my body take about 2 hours to digest the food enough to where I have the energy to run or something like that. For those cases, I mean, lifting would be a lot easier, but like, I don't have to wait around too much. But yeah. Right? But then that means I would have to get up. I go to bed a lot sooner, which is it's not practically possible because I've got other things I got to do. Jesus Christ. I think the most plausible thing is just getting up at 5 a.m. Get everything together, eat while I'm out, and then come back at a reasonable time and exercise. I probably feel pretty tired when I get back, but like, I'm gonna have to do it. Like yesterday, I was real tired, like super tired. So tired I was watching a YouTube video. I fell asleep for about a couple hours, or something like that. Hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. I lost track, but yeah, I was just super tired. And then after that little nap, which is like a third or fourth of my sleeping habit, like hours of, you know, whatever. Sleeping, oh, you know, that's funny how I like slowly drifted to that, and I was like thinking to myself, wait a minute, and then like it hits me, and I'm like, oh, okay. Starter's card, all right, let's use it for next floor. Yeah, and I don't know, things are weird anymore. The other day I was hearing someone saying, oh, I was born in 90, oh, not 90, excuse me, 2003, da-da-da. They're like 18, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, in 2003? 2003, do you remember 9/11? I usually make that joke too with like the Gen Zs and stuff. It's like, hey, do you remember 9/11? You know, obviously, you know, 9 times out of 10 or not at all. Mostly it's not at all. I've come to find so far. Like, no. You? It's like, yeah. Or that New Year's Eve is like asking someone. I overheard them born in the year 2000 or something. It's like, do you remember 9/11? He's like, F no. The year? It's like, yeah. Like, I bet that pretty much messed you up, huh? I'm like, and I don't know what was going on then, much with like seeing it going on TV and everything. Like, I wasn't like an adult or anything, but like, I didn't have that kind of full comprehension of what the hell I was looking at, other than like planes hitting the towers, and et cetera, et cetera. And I don't know how I felt back then with that. So strange, and looking back now, it's like, yeah, it's a very terrible thing that happened and stuff. But for me, at that time, I don't know what to think of it. I think a lot of people probably had similar sentiments too. I kind of asked them that as a joke because they're not gonna like remember, and I want to see what they come up with. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember. Okay, you old fart. Do you remember Pearl Harbor? No. Now me, there's no way in hell. Oh, I remembered in school. Does that count? No. When you were there when it was happening, that doesn't count. I guess someone could have said like, oh yeah, I remember 9/11. Like, where were you at the time? Just kind of sweating buckets. Well, go on. Where were you at the time? Surely you could have remembered, right? I was at home pooping my diapers. And I had no memory of pooping my diapers. Well, then why you said you can remember what happened in 9/11, huh? Now wait here, Buster. I didn't even use my stars card. I think for this later generation, I could have. I mean, I could ask them too. It's like, do you remember the invasion of Iraq? Do you remember the first? Well, they probably will be able to remember the first iPod. Or the release of the iPhone. Maybe. Well, yeah. They're born in 01, they'd be 6 years old. There is a chance they will remember it more likely than 9/11. Depending on what, you know, age they are in that demographic. I've asked people in Generation Alpha, you remember 9/11? There is no way in hell. Why are you bringing in this heresy into my domicile? The fly generator. There's a big deal about fly generation, man. Oh my god. Well, nothing. I mean, I was thinking about re-rolling, but like... Yeah, no. Got some goodies. Shivering. Now, you could probably ask me when I was a kid, like, hey, do you remember like things like the Columbine shooting stuff? I could tell you straight up, even though I was there for pretty much most of the 90s. I can't tell you anything about where I was when that happened and stuff like that. Could not. Or practically all the 90s. But I could not tell you, like, at all. I can't tell you where I was for the Oklahoma City bombings. I can't tell you about any of that. Oh, where were you with that? I was talking to these baby boomers. You know, they kept assuming that I was born in a certain era, like a Gen X or something. And, well, probably even older Gen X stuff. Like, do you remember the radium paint? I'm like, no. But I know of it. I've seen videos of it. And we kind of talked about radium paint. And, I mean, I learned some stuff, little things. And I told him about some things I've seen, documentaries, like people who put it in their mouths and make fine tip brushes in order to paint the clock surfaces with the radium paint to make it glow in the dark. And how they were breaking out with cancer and stuff. These factory workers. Assembly lines, I mean. Assembly workers. And we just kind of talk about stuff like that. It's like, you remember about Mount St. Helens exploding? I'm like, no. Assume that. It's like, oh, that's before my time. Or what year was that? I don't know. The 80s, I think. I don't know much about it. We talked about Chernobyl, like stuff like that, like before my time and everything. A lot of stuff I didn't learn in school, but I learned over the years from like just different sources and whatever, and mostly YouTube videos because I don't really trust the news entirely. I mean, most people don't anyways. Hell, I didn't learn about... Oddly enough, I took a Cold War class, right? We didn't learn about Chernobyl. That's a shock. Like, we did not learn anything of Chernobyl. You think a class like that, we would learn something about something as sinister and dramatic as Chernobyl. Because that cropped up in the Soviet Union. The whole Cold War thing, they were on the brink of collapse. That's significant, but no, we didn't talk about that. We talked about all this weird, like, cut and piece stuff. I mean, we talked about Woodstock. I mean, the teacher brought in a video for us to watch, and she wasn't sure if there was nudity or not in there. There was. It's a topless woman. I mean, like, it piqued our interest exponentially. But just try to block the TV. Damage has already been done, lady. But we were talking about another thing too. It's like we were talking about things that had nothing to do with the Cold War. It's like, oh yeah, and the slavery and stuff. I'm like, okay, well that should be like a different class that talks about that. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not important to not talk about it. But this is not Cold War related. Talking about the 1800s, for God's sake. It's like as if she's just cramming a bunch of stuff together that isn't relevant to Cold War. I'm sorry to say, but like, you know, I voluntarily signed up for the class. It was optional, but I had to take one or another class as part of a requirement in high school. I chose this one. I didn't want to learn about other stuff that I've already learned before. I don't know. I mean, it's the same school too that was trying, let's see here, let's try to actually get this. Was constantly playing the movie The Day After Tomorrow when it first came out on the DVD. Playing on all the, what they were doing was they were playing it on all the TVs around the school, and we had to watch it. And so I do believe that, in my opinion, they believed that it was real. That's why we were all made to watch it a lot. I got real tired of it real quick. That's part of the reason why I hate the movie. That is not even accurate. Our fuselages are frozen. You know how cold that has to be in order to do that? We haven't come to surface temperatures like that for thousands of years. Washi. I don't know about the temperatures. I don't know. I mean, that was the Ice Age and all that stuff. I don't know if we came close to where it would freeze the fuselages. That would kill like a lot of freaking stuff that are depicted on that. Actually, you know what? I should have got the. I could have got like the joint, I guess. Made things a little bit. Oh well. But anyways, getting back to the point here, they were playing that movie constantly. I guess they were assuming that it was real, that we should be indoctrinated to it and stuff. It's like saying the History Channel is real. Like the current History Channel, the one that's been around for several years, that's mostly drama TV and telling you that aliens have built every single thing in the universe and everything on Earth and how we got here and stuff, and misconstrued facts. Or, you know, Pawn Stars being extremely. I mean, I like Pawn Stars, but like, there's stuff that's going outside of the Pawn Stars to try to like. I mean, basically, it's reality TV. They're trying to project an image that's not actually real. Like how True TV used to be a lot of court stuff, you know, show cops being on there and everything else a lot, and then they switched that to a lot of drama TV. Not so much recorded anymore. And like MTV and switching from that, you know, music stuff to like a bunch of like PC crap and drama TV, reality TV. Big political mouthpiece to things. But anyways, not tread off too far with that. But I mean, it's my high school and stuff. It's just like school experience is like they underprepared us for a lot of stuff. I'll say that. I think it was done deliberately to get us to community college, the local community college, instead of actually teaching you what you're supposed to know and do. We're doing very well here, by the way. Of course, what's been helping a lot is the red stew. So I think we got here in time to take advantage of most of the red stew here. And it tapered off. That's fine. I mean, we're still doing a lot of damage here, though, in my opinion. I learned a lot of interesting things over the years. Oops. Is that bloat? Nope. Monstral 2. I thought I took down bloat. I don't know if there's another one or not. Yeah, I mean, that's how I learned a lot of that stuff over the years. Like, we even talked about the Boy Scout that built a nuclear reactor. We'll take that. And let's see, we got that. All right, let's go back here. Check out the rest of this floor now. So we got some big points added up here. Say moon card. Yeah, we'll do that. Save us a bomb. Light generator, no thanks. Yep. What else? Jeez. Jeez Louise. Well, we gotta go to our coast room here. It's gonna hurt us, but extra exploration. All right. There we go. Little extra consumables. That's not bad. We might even buy some stuff in the shop to increase our damage. I took a history class. It was like 18 something class to present or something like that. And we learned a lot about like Native American stuff, what happened with the Native Americans and things. Really interesting class, and I never learned any of that. It's like public school. Of course I'm gonna tell you public school. And it sucks because like you lose a lot of that history because people want to pick and choose things. That's repetitive and it's, I would say, half-assed with their teaching curriculum at times. Not saying it's all the time, but like it seems like with me there was a pattern of people not wanting to teach everything thoroughly. I know it takes a lot of time and stuff, but like I felt like the Cold War class I was in, she was pretty much jamming everything together. And when you jam all that stuff together, it sounds like you're one, not prepared, and two, you just want to make everybody learn as much as they can, as fast as you can, and that's not productive. You need to be picking and choosing what's important. Like Chernobyl is pretty interesting because that leads up to the collapse of the Soviet Union, right? We're talking about Cold War class. And that could have been introduced in there because we did talk about the collapse of the Soviet Union in '91. So, and there's these huge gaps too that we were having when we were discussing about Soviet Union and stuff in the U.S. We talked about the Cuban Missile Crisis, though, of course, and little things like that, Woodstock. Of course, they don't tell you everything about Woodstock, or everything of the 60s and 70s, you know, the experimental generation, where they're experimenting on different religions, cults. Another big thing, too, is the cults. It's pretty prevalent back then. You know, Helter Skelter, you got like the one where they drink all the Kool-Aid and they all died. All sorts of ones. Oh, Heaven's Gate was a big one. It actually stretched on for like 30 or something years. 30, 40 years, something like that, till its demise. Well, it's still around technically, but weirdly enough, there still are members and there still are people trying to recruit them. I don't know, they're successful getting members? I assume probably, because you may have all this information out there, but people could still be susceptible. Anybody could be susceptible in the right conditions to join a cult. You're not immune to propaganda. Garfield meme. See that over on the internet. Look at that. Yeah, that was basically Cold War class. I even brought up significant. Well, we went past Cold War stuff too. Anyways, we went into the 2000s, which that in itself was much more quicker, because we started cramming stuff after when the 90s started. Like cramming and missing a bunch of stuff that was extremely important. How it destroyed a lot of the social economic stuff in the U.S. Significantly. They don't want to talk about that because, oh, who cares about history? Then talk about the other countries that's still under communism. It's not Russian, well, it's not Russian, like Soviet stuff, but like We did. Well, I guess we did talk about what was going on with the Soviet Union in the early late 1800s and early 1900s, to some degree, like the Bolsheviks and others party, and like the censorship they were doing to some degree. But we didn't talk about the millions of people starving to death or dying or getting killed so much. We kind of downplayed that. Probably because they want to have communism again. Oh, that wasn't real communism. That was just a test pilot. Let's try the real one. It's like taking a Madden game from the previous year and then like slightly tweak it a little bit to where it's like barely any noticeable with changes, and then try to resell it on the market for the next year. Ouch. You know what? We might even go try to fight Hush while we're at it. I think we might get some more points if we do that. It'd be nice to get some more health. Doesn't help when I'm getting hit and stuff, but. Oh, there we go. Asking you shall receive. Magician card. Alright, I think we do this. Or you have one heart or something, you can go in these other rooms, boy. Get the extra points that you need. Yeah, it's not practical for survivability, unless I'm like really gifted at dodging all the time, which I'm not. Spoilers. Well, how are we gonna fix our children? I don't know. I say homeschool, but that's a very complicated answer. So, just use your best judgment, research schools. Don't ever take them to inner city schools if you can help it. Better off being homeschooled than inner city. I know people don't really have much of a choice because of, boundary lines and stuff like that for the districts and all this other stuff. Like, oh, he has been this school because he lives over here and therefore deal with it. Alright, if we're gonna have to make it a Hush, we're gonna have to like rush it. I'm assuming down. Oh, I hate you. There we go. Look at that. He cheated. He looked on the video game plays this morning and found the keys to the kingdom. That's how he knows where to go. That's how he was able to get the boss rush and everything. Everything's a conspiracy. You gotta believe me. What? You know how much energy it would be to just do that? Really? That'd be nuts. Alright. Well, I mean, we're gonna take both. I know we can go to Isaac, but we can get whatever. I mean, this is super deadly, but huge growth, we get some. Oh God! Health upgrades. I might as well. Yeah. I'm only taking necessities because of points and stuff. Why not? Can you imagine if they were to add greed to this? Like in this kind of room? Yes, mother, okay. World card. Nothing wrong with it. We'll probably come back for a devil card, okay. Magician. I say we take the magician with us. So that gives us homing, and then we can use the other card. So that. So I think homing's going to be very important here. Still has huge growth. Oh yeah, we have Lusty Blood, I forgot. We do even more damage for each thing we destroy. So we should be able to get this. I say should, because you know anything can happen here. I made promises before, oh we're gonna win, and then all of a sudden it's just going downhill. I'm like, oh, okay, I lied. Not really lied, but I overestimated my abilities. I mean, we already got him down more than halfway down, so I think we're fine. That's a lot of damage. I assume we get more points. We're going to watch our points, too, and see if that increases after we kill Hush. It's 29,000, 48,000. All right, well, this is... Why? Okay, my keyboard is kind of drifting. What was going on? We did get points. It did count. Okay. I think that used to be a thing where it didn't work. So we got a world card. We might as well take this. We get some more points. And we'll get it to 99 cents again. Okay. I wonder how many people are going to be doing all this stuff today. I'd say we go to the boss first before we go in these other rooms. Checking here, see if I get like a soul heart or something. That's fine. Oh my god, you little crap. So you're a passage. Doesn't do anything for us. Okay. I'm hoping to get more health so I can go to the curse room and get those extra little points. High Priestess, I don't know about that. I mean, I do have some good to take down a little bit of Isaac's health, but... I need black cards. Black cards. Oh, hello. Nobody uses self-sacrifice room and be the ultimate Pokemaster of all Pokemasters. Confession? No. You get out of my face. Okay. Let's go around and look for... Actually, you know what? I'm going to go around and, like, get more charges, see if we can get more cards. Is that another High Priestess? I think that's another High Priestess. Yes, that's another High Priestess. You're giving me a lot of stuff, good stuff, don't get me wrong, but I don't need any more money. I need some soul hearts, my dude. I didn't even see that eyeball until I cleared some of these guys out. That's pretty metal. Alright, this room scares the bejesus out of me. Alright. Wow, we're right into a little predicament here. Oh god. What we got here? Oh, it's a reroll room. I forgot. Well, no. Yeah, no. Like, yeah, I forgot that thing exists. And no, because, like, I never unlocked it yet to know, keep up with if I have that or not. Could you just frick off with your ghosts? I know you're the spookiest things around, but, like, you gotta stop, man. Get some help. Oh. Oh. How did that bounce off of me? Come on. Lover's card, okay. Well, that's not going to help entirely. The fly's been helping here, though. Little fly. Oh, God. Almost ran into him. Come on, soul hearts. Give me at least one. All right, red elf. Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's see. We practically went everywhere but the curse room, and I don't want to go to the curse room. Lover's card. Empress. I don't know why. We'll take the Empress. We'll take High Priestess. And hopefully we can take him down. Alright, we did it. Devil card. What did we get there? 31 place. Holy crap. I knew we did pretty well, but dang. 31 place. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's in top 50. That's cool. Yeah. I imagine either I rank like that because there's other people who beat me sooner and we're in the same score. Let's see here. We got a little bit more points. They probably did a little bit more exploration. 73,000. What the hell did you do? It's probably cheated or something. Or maybe they found like the keys of the kingdom. I know there's a big issue here of cheating. Isaac. Oh, you know what? 31st place. We haven't got that high in a while. So I'll take it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.